welcome into Bon Appetit. We have such a good time when the fair rolls around,
Amen.
Jack.
Absolutely.
And we especially love the Creative Living Center, where they do all that good cooking, among other things. And we have one of our very favorite people with us, Ashley Holman.
Okay.
And Ashley won this year, what, third place, I think, in the
home baking? Yes.
And you've been a blue ribbon winner before. Ashley
Oh,
does
yes.
great stuff every year. And this time, we've got something that's real appropriate for the season.
And she's got a business too, don't you?
Yes.
Tell the viewers what you do there.
I'm a personal chef and I'm a caterer. I just kind of, do stuff like that. And I also have started making barbecue sauces.
Good.
And they have been a real labor of love for me.
Good.
A lot of them I've come up with. One of them came from my dad, who was born and raised in Tennessee. And it was kind of an adaptation of what he used to do. And I kind of tweaked it.
Well,
And it went from there.
That's how all the good stuff gets started.
It
all
gets
these
started
family
with that,
traditions.
and it'll go forward.
So the beat you heard meant that the oven's ready, so she's going to get something ready to go in the oven for today, and it was the winning prize.
Yes, this was the pumpkin muffins that I put in the bread division of the home baking at the fair. My grandmother made these all the time. I mean, all the time.
Your grandmother was a good
Oh, she was fabulous. I mean, I could never do what she could
Well,
do.
you're
But
getting close.
She's getting close, but I'm trying.
Are these fairly easy, Ashley, or is it?
This is easy.
Okay.
Basically, it's you dump this and then you dump that and you mix it up and you throw it in there and then you bake it.
All right. Well, what do we start with?
Okay, we start with 2 large eggs that you beat first.
Okay.
Just throw them in there.
So 2 large. You're going to do all of your wet ingredients first.
And a 3/4 cup of vegetable oil.
Okay.
You just throw it in there like that. Make sure it gets all in there good.
You know,
And
as you know, you mix all of your wet ingredients,
Then
then you
you
add
put-
your dry.
Right.
then you put a
ingredients to it.
cup of sugar.
Oh.
One
All-
cup.
1 cup.
Okay.
It's not it's sweet,
that
but
bad.
it's not sweet. What you do, then you mix all that together until it
Nice quiet mixer.
nice
Wow.
quiet little
Wow.
mixer.
Yeah.
I want one of those. And
You
then-
mix that up till it's well incorporated.
Okay. And then what goes in next?
The 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt,
Okay.
and a box of French vanilla instant pudding. You can use vanilla or you can use French vanilla, it doesn't matter.
Ooh, that sounds
And
good.
half a teaspoon each of ground nutmeg, ginger, and cinnamon.
Oh, that sounds so
And
good.
I sifted all of that together.
Okay.
That way I wouldn't have to, can you turn this
And
off?
as usual, we'll have the recipe available. Just dial 277-5000 and
you
say you
dump
want the
all
pumpkin
muffins.
muffins recipe.
And you dump all the dry in there.
All
Let me
that
get it
goes
in there
in
good.
Well, so far, this is not that difficult. So
No.
our audience loves ones that, they can put
Simple
together.
things.
And the nice thing about this is you can cook so much of this.
And you
can
can
do
freeze
this ahead
them.
of time, and they freeze beautifully, don't they?
I make them for my mom all the
Okay.
time, and she freezes them. And she'll take one out and she'll eat it like I just made her some the other day, and she's
How
probably
many muffins this size will this recipe make?
12.
It'll make a dozen.
Make a dozen.
Okay.
An even
Okay.
dozen.
A
And
baker's dozen. Whoop,
then you put
but that's
a
13.
cup of canned pumpkin
All right.
in there.
Canned pumpkin, and that's actually good. I've made pumpkin pies with that too.
Oh yeah.
I don't scrape out the big pumpkins anymore.
Put it in there.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you,
Then I
ma'am.
mix all that together, and then once the pumpkin's mixed, I add some raisins. You don't have to.
But they're healthy and they're
good food.
and it
You
gives it
can
more
use-
texture.
You can use dark ones or you can use golden raisins.
Either one.
And you can even put pecans in it, but I do sometimes, but with my mother, I don't do that because she can't have them.
Kind of have to be careful about
I have to
who
be
can have
careful
those.
who can and can't have it, and she
Sure.
tears these up.
True. Okay.
Okay.
I
that's
like the
about-
idea of the raisins because I like it, the combination
Yeah.
of taste.
Yep.
I put
And they're
about-
good for you.
I put about half a cup in here. You can put up to 3/4 of a cup if you want to.
Okay.
It's up to you, but this is about half a cup. of
Well,
raisins.
that's the right amount, I think, because that doesn't overpower
Power
and
it.
it just gives you that little
Right.
texture when you bite into it that you didn't expect. So I
You
love
just
that.
make sure don't beat them to death or else they'll be smushed.
That's right.
Now you did something, you go ahead and spray the inside of your muffins.
With paper liners.
Okay.
And then I sprayed them with cooking spray.
See, I've never done that before, so
You
that's
bake
good.
them. Well, you bake them right inside the.
That's easy to do. And remember, folks, if you want to see all of these good cooks, and the fair has a cookbook.
Yes.
In the Creative Living Center too, as well as quilting and a lot of other things too, at the fair this year in the Creative Living Center.
Right.
And Jack, how do they enter in this contest?
Well, they're going to be the fair is actually just started this Sunday.
Okay.
We were showing this, so you can visit the fair, go to the Creative Living Center, and then see what's going on there. Next year, just make sure you get in early, so we can go ahead and get some ready to go.
All right.
Okay.
And Ashley, the finished product.
Here they are.
You get to hold them because you made them. They are beautiful. And can I just cut in?
Sure.
Because I want you to see how beautiful this is. All right. We're going to just...
And just pull it out of the holder there, and you can
Wow,
see,
look at
just
this.
like Ashley was talking about, when she puts the Spam in there, look at this.
Comes right off.
Comes right
right
out.
off.
You don't have pieces of your cupcake sitting inside the holder.
And
Isn't that neat?
I bet you know where this is going.
Put it in your mouth.
Thank you so much for being with us. And remember, call Jack's office, 277-5000, if you want the recipe.
Pumpkin muffins.
Thanks for being with us, and go to the fair. We'll see you there.